Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are here for Boruto episode 40. And before we get started, I have a bit of a theory that I thought up of while I was editing. And either I am completely wrong, or I'm completely right. And honestly, I'm actually a little bit scared that I'm completely right. Because if I'm right, I might have thought of a plot line like way in the future possibly. um so I kind of hope I'm wrong, or maybe they'll be able to twist it in a way if I am partially right, but don't tell me in the comments if I'm right, so I can at least have the seeds of doubt within me. So yeah, I'm gonna go over that real fast before we start this next episode. So I'm actually recording this the day after I watched episode 39, and it's because of episode 39 that I came up with a theory. I'm trying to get ahead, which is why I'm watching these back to back. I'm trying to get ahead on episodes that I've watched to kind of like store them up, and then I'm gonna release early access on my Patreon, and that way, if you're a patron, you get another added benefit of not only full length, but also early access. So that'll be coming soon. But the other reason is because I'm really excited to talk about this theory. So while editing, I really started thinking about the connection to the moon, and then like the symbolism of the cup breaking, and talking about like the broken vessel throughout the episode, and I feel like there might have been a reference to something about glass breaking as well. And all of that, like breaking in Moon Talk, and like the fact that Mitsuki's being created, um, and why under the surveillance of the Leaf Village this is being allowed. And then it hit me. The guy on the moon that seems to be dying. What if Mitsuki is a replacement for him? They're trying to like artificially create someone that can like, maybe you have to be a special kind of person to like, I don't know if it's like an essence you need to take or something, but maybe there's something about the moon guy that he needs to be there, and the fact that he's dying means that someone needs to take that spot. But like no one has like the ability to be the vessel for whatever it is that needs to be contained up there on the moon. And we've always had like the moon guy talking about Boruto's fate. Mitsuki calls Boruto the sun, and there's always like the glass cracking when we see those scenes, like all in front of the moon guy. And then this episode we had, the Leaf Village being okay with this Mitsuki guy being created in a lab by Orochimaru. We had I thought there was some glass breaking references. I can't remember the exact wording on that. We had the whole like cup talk with it breaking and talking about broken vessels and stuff like that. And in all of that, I could be completely wrong or I could be completely right. I have no idea. But I feel very confident in this theory that Mitsuki might be like taking the place of the person on the moon. And I also just thought like maybe that's why they wanted to make sure he had free will and pushed him to the point of making like a third option choice of going his own path, because maybe they want this this artificial being, to be able to decide for themselves when they decide to go up to the moon. And now that's a big gamble, that you're like making this person to be the person on the moon. But maybe that's like maybe that's just part of the Leaf Village where they want it to be free will, because they don't want to like force someone to be suffering up there. And maybe that's the whole thing, pushing him to Boruto, and Mitsuki will be okay with like sacrificing himself in the long run if it means that Boruto and all of his friends he's made along the way can stay alive on the planet for whatever reason. I don't know. It's a thought. Who knows? But that's my crazy theory that I thought of yesterday, and I don't get. I look forward to watching anime, but usually I don't come up with theories that get me this excited. But I've been thinking about this non-stop since I came up with it last night, and I've been dying to get that out. So that's just my theory. Remember, don't spoil But if you want to let me know in the comments, be like, that's an interesting theory or something, because I know that's the only bad thing. I'd love to talk to you guys about theories, but with most people being ahead, because there's like 100 and something episodes out, I don't want to like, or like maybe they haven't even gotten to this yet in like the 100 or so episodes, but I don't know. But you could say like something like, that's interesting theory, you know, but don't be like, yeah, that's what happens, because I don't want to know. I still want to have the doubt within me of like, oh, maybe this will never happen. But yeah. Anyway, we came here for the episode. We're already 5 minutes in. Sorry about that, but I really wanted to talk about that before I started the episode. So I'm not gonna. Since I went over that, I'm not gonna talk about the previous episode this time. We're just gonna jump into episode 40. So let's get into that right now. Alrighty, so for full length, we are going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Alright. I didn't even talk about any predictions of what's going to come. I'm hoping missions. Alright. Some cool stuff built up there. They must have had to expand the village. Makes sense. I don't think I noticed the stuff on top of the faces before. Like that. Oh, ninja missions! Yep. Like lost cats. I wonder how will Boruto maintain that feeling, or will he be like Naruto, where when they're catching cats, he'll be like, I don't want to do this. But right now he has a good attitude of just, I'll do any mission that gets thrown at me. Pretty cool. I like it. She's so proud of herself. Such a smug look on her face right there. Okay. Good attitude, Boruto. Keep this up. Okay. You're ruining it a little bit. Yeah. I was just complimenting you, Boruto. Way to ruin it. So we still have the same intro, which is fine. I'm guessing once the next big arc starts is when we'll get another intro. Like we might have a few episodes of some just fun mission stuff, and getting connected to our team. Maybe some of the other teams too. That'd be kind of neat. Now I'm kind of hoping that this episode is going to be a harder mission. Oh, excuse me. I'm hoping this episode will be a harder mission, so that way Boruto, once again gets his confidence knocked down a peg, because that's a little bit. He always has those arrogant statements. Nice. Okay. Honestly, I didn't realize that was tradition. I always thought they received their missions from the Hokage, but I guess we only really saw this, actually getting the mission at the beginning of Naruto, which makes sense that it'd be, the first mission. Okay. Hmm. Ooh. Bandits. Oh, it's a whole other village stealing food from a village. Boruto, stop! I I just realized their headbands are changed up a little bit, aren't they? They're more like headbands. They're not tied in the back. Are they like elastic? Kind of? Ah, oh, Hinata. Did we see her first submission? You were always nervous, Hinata. Come on. Always. Hmm. I forget if we saw Hinata's first mission or not. That would have been a cool, like, backstory chance to, like, give you a glimpse and remember in case you forgot, but maybe we didn't see it, so they couldn't really do a backstory stuff on it. Because the first mission is very specific. Like, we've seen Hinata go on missions, for sure, when she was younger, but I don't know if we've ever seen like, the very first. So there's gonna be more to it, probably, then. Nice. It's cool that they all had children around the same time, but that's very coincidental. They all planned it. They're like, we want all our kids to be in the same class, right? Let's all just have kids. It's cool that we're getting to see a little bit of this, though. Even though Chocho's random conversations about food is not always my favorite part of the show. Well, zoom in on the trees. It's a quick little nitpicky kind of thing, but in one of those shots we actually saw the tree move a little bit when they like kicked off the branch, and I feel like we didn't see that a lot in old Naruto anyway. But I mean, that's also just like, I guess we didn't see it move there, but that's a really big one, so maybe we did, and I just never noticed that small of a detail. All right, very much so. Boruto and Sarada. The fact that he's telling them all of this means that they're gonna do exactly what he's telling them not to do. Guaranteed. That's just how storytelling works, right? It's because you think you can handle everything yourself. It's a rabbit. Or a boar, okay. Oh, with little pups. Konohamaru being a badass. Not even scared one bit. They all do the ninja run except Boruto. I've always wondered, when it comes to bridges in Japan like style animation, I feel like there's always like pieces of paper going up the poles. Like, you see those? Does that mean something in Japanese culture? Or I wonder. It's just a weird design choice. I've never seen that in like real life kind of thing, and I wonder if it's something they do in Japan. Is that okay? She sounds old, but she looks young. What is she? Okay, they're just kids. She must be old. I think. Oh. Oh, whoa. Okay. That was like optical illusion for a second there. It looked like it was upside down and coming down. Oh yeah, so if they're stealing food from this village, they gotta be pretty skilled to get across the bridge, or have someone working on the inside or something like that, right? There's probably gonna be more to this, I'm sure. Hmm. Interesting. I have questions about that, but I guess I'll wait and try to remember to talk about that in discussion. Hmm. Fishy. Was that the daughter that we saw in the lookout tower, maybe? Or was she just a guard? Hey, discussion. That's what I'm gonna do after this video. I don't know. Oh, it is her. Okay. That's what I said. Very insulting. But that means she knows this is more dangerous than it she like leads on. If it's just a town that don't have shinobi against a town that don't have shinobi stealing food, why would they need freaking like adult professional like really skilled shinobi? Uh-oh. Okay. Yep. Well, that's why it's more dangerous. So did they not tell the Leaf Village about this? Why did they never update the Leaf Village about this stuff? That's what happened with Naruto's first mission, too. There's more, like, posts with the paper on it. And I've seen this, like, before in other episodes and other shows and stuff like that. I'm just wondering about it. Hmm. Interesting. Uh-oh. That's death! He's dead! Oh shit! Boruto's like, Mitsuki caught him, but Boruto dodged around him. It's just like, I ain't having none of this. Thank God. Konohamaru came in. Ooh, his partner or something? Hmm. Damn. Wait, is he alive? That looked like it went through his heart. I guess it could have been next to his heart. Hmm. Interesting. I know she's trying to care for her people, but laying all the burden on the Leaf Village and insulting them and everything. I don't like this chick. Nope. Gotta be honest. Interesting. Hmm. Evil music. Who's that guy? Who are these guys? I know they're bad guys, but all of our friends. He's scared of them though too. It's funny. Hmm. So they have an inside man. It seems. Oh no! Don't burn people's houses down. Oh, jeez. That's not the same guy that was in that cave, was it? I think the guy had different facial hair. Isn't that dangerous to push someone that's holding a knife up to someone? Oh, it's him. Ooh. What just hit him? What? Why is Mitsuki smiling? Says that with a smile on his face. Mitsuki. God damn it. Well, very smart of her. Hmm. Hmm. Makes sense. Although they just said that plan out loud, so couldn't the shinobi just, like, fall over on purpose? Like, if they're not gonna hurt the villagers, they're not gonna hurt the shinobi by letting it happen too, right? Or that, he can just run. Okay, so maybe that guy was the one in the cave then. Okay. It was hard to tell with the lighting, and I didn't get a good look. Like, the lighting in the cave when we first saw him. Oh, that's it! New outro! Oh shit! I hope it's okay to watch it. It looks like it's just all the teams for now. Looks like it's okay. Usually outros are fine. It's an alright song. I think I like the last one a bit more, but at least I think I like the visuals of this one. Oh, jeez. Okay. No preview. Go away, preview. Alrighty, guys. So that is the end of episode 40. That's a pretty good episode. Set us up good for what could be a long arc or could wrap itself up quickly. Since it only showed one bad guy, I'm assuming we're gonna wrap it up in either the next episode or the one after it. I can't imagine this taking a very long time unless more bad guys come in or something like that. So we'll see. I'm not sure how many bad guys there are because it was that one that almost killed Boruto, and then it almost seemed like another one stopped him and called him back. And he was the one that was talking to the guy in the cave, I think, was another new guy. Because it didn't quite look like the other one. So, I don't know if there's only two, but there could be more. I wonder if they're from a village, or if they're just like rogue ninja. or like what village they originated from, where they got their shinobi training, because usually that's how it is. Like they're rogue ninja from this village or whatever. But I guess if we start towards the beginning, we have Boruto's good attitude about doesn't matter what mission we go on, so I have to give him credit for that, where it seemed like he'd even be okay with, hey, you're gonna go catch this cat. Like, but he still has his arrogance of, oh, I can handle everything on my own and we'll finish every single mission easy peasy, which sucks. I will admit this is the weakest part of the show for me. It's annoying. I'd honestly, like, the whole Chocho talking about food has never been a big thing for me either, but I would take more of that and less of Boruto being overconfident. Like, it's definitely at the bottom of my ranks right now, but I just wanted to get that out of the way first, because I really liked the episode. It's just that little bit that got me down. But that being said, I guess a lot of what they said is what set up for... Like, a lot of it was pretty obvious what they were setting up for, something harder. Like, even Naruto said something suspicious. I believe it was Naruto that said it. Or maybe it was Shikamaru that said it. One of them two, they were talking in the room, and one of them said that it was going to be more suspicious. Like, the whole mission was suspicious. And then, so that just seeded it right away. And then they got there, and they're being very, like, condescending, saying, like, oh, you sent only these kids? Which was exactly what happened in original Naruto, when the bridge builder guys saw his group and they were just kids, because the bridge builder knew it was more than that, kind of like this chick did, except the bridge builder intentionally lied to get a lower class mission so he didn't have to pay as much. Whereas this chick, I guess things changed and she just didn't tell the village yet. I just don't know how long ago things changed. Did she have time to tell the village and just didn't? Or was she, like, about to, and then they accepted the mission and came, and it was too late then. But one confusing thing I had during the episode, I mentioned talking about it in discussion, was they mentioned these villages being poor, and recently, like, because of droughts this year, wasn't it just this year they had the droughts? Maybe I can jump back and see to confirm. Maybe? Did I skip past it, or... I think I skipped past it. As a result, maintain low lives. Shoot. But yeah, like, I'm pretty sure they said something about it being, yeah, this year the harvest has been poor due to drought. So the 1 year, it's the first year that the harvest has been bad. Sorry, that's what I wanted to look up. Sorry for wasting the time to do it. That they had a bad year. They decided to spend the extra money and manpower, however it works in this world, to build an entire bridge to manage to, like, tax it. That seems weird, doesn't it? It seems weird to build an entire bridge. That was a pretty nice bridge, too. For just because this year's harvest has been worse than the previous years. It seems a little strange, but maybe that's just me. But they built this bridge in order to tax anybody that crosses it, in order to fund the more poor villages. and now the bad guys, whichever village it is that hired these bad guy shinobi, are trying to steal the deed, and get control of the bridge themselves, I guess. Which seems weird. If they hired shinobi, then why wouldn't they just take control of the bridge using the shinobi? Right? Like, move their people into that bridge and just take control. Use the shinobi to do that. Obviously, none of them in that village can put up a fight. So, that's interesting, I guess. That's just one thing I thought of. Maybe because they could get pushed to, like, they can't afford to pay the shinobi the whole time to protect, like, stay at the bridge forever, obviously. So they need to get the deed instead. And then they could just be pushed away. But I don't know. It all seems a little, like, poorly planned on the people planning this attack. Hiring these shinobi, trying to steal the deed. I feel like there's a different path they could have taken, but anyway. It also seems all a little fishy. I don't trust Lady Kiri, I believe her name was, the head of the village, whose father suddenly died 3 months ago, and they didn't say it was, like, expected or anything, so... And then she took over, and then all this crap started happening, so... I wonder if she's somehow involved... Like, if she somehow planned this whole thing to have these shinobi come and fight, and she has, like, something up her sleeve, but I'm not really sure what it could be. Like, why she would hire bad guy shinobi to come after the village, and then hire good guy shinobi to defend against it. Like, what does it serve? Unless she wants to try to get, like, she wants the Leaf Village to fail and get compensation and, like, sue the Leaf Village for money, in a sense, for, like, them not handling the problem quickly or fast enough or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know if they have that kind of system in that world to be able to do that, but I feel something's off, and we're probably gonna find out more later, but I mean, I don't agree fully with Sarada, with her attitude towards Boruto. I think when the guy got stabbed, who's supposedly alive, which seems crazy to me because it looks like he got stabbed in the heart, but it could just be very close to his heart and it's just a flesh wound, maybe. I think Boruto was right to jump into that fight. Maybe. Like, if Boruto didn't jump in and fight him, what was that guy about to do? He wasn't about to pull out. He had no plans of leaving until the other guy threw, like, the flash bomb thing and told him to leave. Other than that, he had no plans to leave. So what would have been Sarada's plan? Even Sarada said that she couldn't move, but she still yelled at Boruto for jumping in alone. I don't know. I look forward to their team synergy being less drama about everything and being, like, about the fights. And I hope we're not gonna have to, like, I hope this isn't, like, Boruto's arrogant attitude and Sarada's just disdain for everything Boruto does doesn't go, like, into, like, I hope I don't have to wait until they're adults. Like, Naruto was always very childish with his attitude and everything until he became, like, an adult in Shippuden, and then he was a lot better about that. He was still goofy and quirky and stuff, but he wasn't nearly as bad as he was in, like, the original series, I believe. So I hope, like, we saw... At the start of the show, we saw a older Boruto, so I obviously know at some point we're gonna get older Boruto, at some point in the show, unless that's just misleading. And even in the intro, I believe we have a scene where we see Naruto walking away, and then all of a sudden, it turns into older Boruto, I believe, and he sees, like, looking at himself and turns and smiles and runs away. Something like that. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get that. I just hope that we don't have these attitudes. I just hope they can work together better as a team after a few missions and not after 100 episodes and then they're finally like understanding. But for now, I know it's a new team. I expected this, so I'm not angry yet. I'm just saying what I'm hoping for in the future. But yeah. So yeah, this whole mission seems fishy. Obviously, lying up front is already like a bad way to start a mission. Well, not lying, but I guess things just change supposedly. But I don't know. Interesting, interesting. Hmm. But it's gonna be cool to see Konohamaru fight because if it's gonna be anything like Naruto's first mission, well, not first mission, but one of Naruto's missions where they went after Zabuza, we got to see some cool stuff from Kakashi. We already kind of know Konohamaru's skill set, but I wonder if he's developed anything else over the years. If he's augmented his Rasengan in any way, or if he still, like, reverts to that. Because we saw during the Nue thing, we saw him use Rasengan, right? I believe we did. I think he broke one of Nue's, like, snake tail things, if I remember correctly. With that. I believe so. But yeah. Because I also remember not remembering the name of the move in that episode and being pissed at myself. Like always. I seem to always do that kind of stuff, forgetting the names of stuff. And it's funny because when I'm sitting here in discussion, I can almost remember, like, I can remember a lot of stuff when I'm sitting here in discussion. But when it comes to being in the middle of the episode and trying to read the subtitles and, like, think of, like, the names in the past and not miss anything, I lock up and I just can't think of names, like, 90% of the time, and it's so bad. I'm terrible. But yeah, I guess I don't really think I have much more to talk about with this episode. I'm gonna skim through real fast, because, I mean, a lot of it was very straightforward. A lot of it was the arguing between Boruto and Sarada. And then we had the bit of, like, the conflict, which I talked about. I like that Konohamaru wants to stay, like he was saying, no turning back, like, this is for, like, the sake of the pride of the Leaf Village or whatever, something like that. I also think when I was talking about this being very suspicious and the village leader maybe taking, like, being a part of it, behind the scenes, maybe she wanted to be taken, and that's why she came out during a frickin' mob scene, and she's just running through all the villagers with weapons, like, carelessly and very stupid. But who knows, maybe she's just careless and very stupid, like that anime character trope or something. Oh yeah, I also really liked how the guy mentioned that the villain, like, the great ninja from the war, are still alive, and he does not want to fight them. That's very cool, because it's very true. Like, some of these people are arrogant in some of these shows. Like, I think in old Naruto we got that a lot, where they're like, oh, the Leaf Village is nothing. They're so weak. Every shinobi in the Leaf Village is weak. But now we have people being like, there are some badasses in that village, and I do not want to fuck with that. So I'm just gonna stay in this little village and hope that I only have to fight these little fucking genin. Sorry for the swearing, but yeah. Interesting. So yeah. Guess I just skimming through saw, like, the genjutsu part and all that again, which I don't really have much else to say there. I mean, it was a genjutsu. They had to try to find the person, although Mitsuki's plan kind of gave him cover to run away, I think, so that kind of backfired on him a bit. But I don't know what else they could have done, so. I'm surprised Konohamaru, I guess I could talk about that. That's also an anime trope, I suppose. is the fact that Konohamaru didn't have any ideas. Like, you'd think in a situation like that, there's like a time for teaching and there's a time for taking action. And I would think Konohamaru would be able to come up with an idea to handle this situation, but it almost seemed like he was putting it off on the kids as a learning experience. But is that really the time to be doing a learning experience when there's some bad guy hurting villagers and they're all under a genjutsu and people are being taken and like by friggin' knife point? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. I guess that's all I have to talk about. I guess it was. I feel like I complained more than I talked about the good stuff about the episode, but I did enjoy the episode. It wasn't like a boring episode or anything. There was just a few parts that were like I could have done without. But yeah, good episode. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of this little arc or big arc. Who knows? But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you guys are enjoying this stuff, please support me by subscribing or checking out my Patreon. In the link to the Patreon is in the description below. You can also check out my anime list if you want to see what I'm currently watching, or what is on my plan to watch, which I will be updating. Maybe by the time this video even gets out, I'll have that updated. I'm not sure. And then also, if you just want to see what I've watched, so you can browse through my completed. I'm not sure if Control F, if you're on Windows, to search through. I'm not sure if that works on my anime list. But if you want to recommend an anime to me, feel free to in the comments. Or if you just want to talk about the episode, just please don't spoil. Or if you have any complaints about me or my channel or anything that you think I could improve on, let me know. Because I definitely want to improve on the channel as much as I can. And sometimes I don't have, like, I edit and I watch my reactions briefly to make sure that everything's okay and all that, but sometimes I don't have like the viewpoint that you guys have as an outside source. So if there's anything you guys notice, let me know. And yeah, I just like talking to you guys in the comments. So as long as I don't start getting spoils in there, then yeah, I'll keep on chatting with you guys in there. Anyway, I guess I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed once again. See you guys.